Hello students, in sixth semester you have to study one course, Principle of Food Science and Nutrition, and today's lecture it will be on the food concept of food science and some important definitions. Basic function of food is to keep us alive and healthy. As you know, food is the basic necessity of our life. Food is built into social, economic, physical, intellectual, psychological life of a man. It is part of our culture. When it is consumed, it is digested and undergo several other changes to fulfill its basic function, that is to keep us alive, healthy and for the growth and reproduction. Food after production and before consumption. Food is subjected to a large number of factors such as physical, chemical, biological, which may cause a spoilage of food or which may also cause disease when it is eaten. Therefore, it is important to prepare food for immediate and future use. For that, it is essential that food is preserved, processed and stored. It is important to study the composition of food and the changes that occur during the growth of food, production, harvesting, storage, processing and eating when it is eaten, so that undesirable changes can be controlled, and due to this fact, food is able to serve its function. The study of food has been accepted as a separate discipline known as food science. Food science deals with physical, chemical, biological facts of the food that has influence on the food preservation and processing. It can be defined as the application of basic sciences and engineering to study the fundamental physical, chemical and biochemical nature of foods and the principle of food processing. What is the aim of study of food science? As you know, we derive food from the either plant or animal. It is made up of complex chemical components. These chemical components vary with the growth, maturation, harvesting, slaughtering, processing, storage, cooking. And it is important to see if it is undesirable, so there is need to control these changes so that food can serve its basic function. It can meet our nutritional needs. The study of food science is to understand these changes and control them in order to obtain food preparation or products with an optimum quality. What is the objective of studying food science? The objective of studying food science is to understand the function of foods to meet our physiological and nutritional needs. To know how to select foods to meet our need for nutrients from available food or basic food group. By knowing the composition of the food, we can intelligently select the food from our available food resources and can make our food a balanced diet. To understand the composition of food and changes that occur during preparation, and there is need to control undesirable changes which occur in the food during different stages of the food chain, so that food is fit for the eating and it can serve the function of the physiological function of the our body. To learn the methods of food preparation which blend acceptability and the retention of the nutrients. Flavor, appearance, palatability are extremely important factors for the acceptability of any product. Without an unattractive product can be rejected without being tasted. There are certain cooking methods which causes loss of nutrients to a greater extent. For example, cooking rice in excess of water and after cooking, draining away the water. It causes the loss of water soluble vitamins and minerals. The economic management of food budget to meet families' needs efficiently. At lower income level, larger part of family budget is spent on food. But there are some low cost foods. They are nutritious too. By selecting these foods judiciously, we can we can meet the nutritional needs of the family and we can plan balanced diet for our family. By knowing the facts of principles of food science, we can preserve the food, which in turn can increase variety and food availability. To make food safe and wholesome, it is essential that food is handled in sanitary and hygienic condition. Now we will learn some important definition. First is food. You all know what is food. Every day we eat different type of food and you enjoy variety in food. What is food? Food is that which nourishes our body. It is also defined as anything eaten or drunk which is utilized by our body to give energy, to build body, to regulate process in our body and to protect the body from diseases. In short, we can say that food is the raw material from which our body is made. Therefore, consumption of right kind and right amount of food is important to be healthy and to be fit. What is health? You know the importance of health in our life. According to WHO, it is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. What is nutrition? Nutrition is defined as food at work in our body. It includes everything that happens to the food, the moment it is eaten until it is utilized for various functions in our body. It can be defined as the science of foods, nutrients and other substances therein, their action, interaction and balance in relation to health and disease, the process by which organism ingests, digests, absorbs, transports and utilizes nutrients and disposes of their end products. What is nutrients? Nutrients are chemical constituent of the food, which is utilized by our body to perform different function in our body. And due to this function, we keep healthy and fit. Nutrients include water, protein, fat, carbohydrate, mineral and vitamins. Now what is malnutrition? You must have come across the word malnutrition. What is this? Malnutrition means undesirable kind of nutrition leading to illness. It may be due to lack of or excess of or imbalance of nutrients in our diet. It may be primarily due to the insufficient supply of nutrients in our diet, or it may be secondary, resulting from the error in our metabolism or interaction between nutrients or interaction between nutrients and the drugs which are used during the treatment of disease. Malnutrition are two types. One is undernutrition and another is overnutrition. Undernutrition is insufficient supply of one or more nutrients in our body from the food. Overnutrition is due to excessive intake of one or more nutrients. Example, you all know what is the undernutrition. If it's night blindness, is the example of undernutrition. Protein energy malnutrition in child, that is two types, marasmic and kwashiorkor is the example of undernutrition, and obesity is the example of overnutrition. What is diet? Every day we eat diet and we use the term diet. What is diet? Diet refers to whatever we eat and drink each day. It may be normal or therapeutic. Normal, what we eat at home or what we eat in group as you do in hostel. And therapeutic diet is diet. Diet is modified to suit certain disease condition. For example, in diabetes mellitus, both quality and quantity of carbohydrate content is modified to suit the disease condition of diabetes mellitus, because in diabetes mellitus person is unable to utilize carbohydrate due to deficiency of insulin hormone. What is nutritional status? It is the status of our body as a result of the food consumed and their use by the body. It may be good, fair and poor. The child in the first picture, his nutritional status is good, but the next two childs, their nutritional status is poor. Third child is obese, and obesity results in number of complications. Therefore, I am saying his nutritional status is poor. What are the characteristics of good nutritional status? It is evident by an alert, good-natured personality, a well-developed body with normal weight for height, well-developed and firm muscles, healthy skin, reddish-pink color of eyelids and membranes of the mouth, good layer of subcutaneous fat, clear eyes, smooth and glossy hair, good appetite and excellent general health. How can you say that I am good? My nutritional status is good. It can be evident by the stamina for work, regular schedule of the food intake, regular elimination and free protection from the disease. Good nutritional status will protect our body from disease. Second is poor nutritional status. It is evident by listless, apathic or irritable personality, undersized, poorly developed body, abnormal body weight, muscles too small or too flabby, pale or sallow skin, too little or too much subcutaneous fat, dull or reddened eyes, lusterless and rough hair, poor appetite, lack of vigor and endurance for work, and susceptibility to infections. Poor nutritional status is due to the poor selection of the food from available food resources. It is also due to the irregularity in our schedule of meal, work and elimination. So with this, I end this lecture, and next day we will learn about function of the foods, nutrients and relation of food with health. Thank you.